everyone, welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Steph. We do a lot of reaction stuff on my channel. Today, we're going to be starting the show Loki, which I'm really excited about. I feel like you guys have been talking about this show being really good, which I'm really excited about. We just finished WandaVision, by the way, so this was my next thing today. We're gonna be watching episodes 1 and 2. Yeah, I think I'm just excited to get into it. Also, if you want access to all of my reactions, early access to my reactions, as well as Discord access, where we have movie nights every month. We're also going to be starting anime very soon, which I'm really excited about because you guys are really excited about that, and I've never watched anime, so it's going to be really exciting overall. We're also doing our private streams starting up. Yeah, you can join our Patreon community. I don't know why this is so hard for me today. But yeah, you can join our Patreon community, and I also do stream on Twitch if you ever want to come by and hang out, play some games, or just hang out and chat. We have a lot of chat. We have a lot of just chat streams. And all those links will be down below. Yeah, let's just dive into Loki, because obviously I can't really speak at the moment. So let's just start watching it, yeah? Also, before just diving into it, I'm really excited about this. I don't even know why I just didn't say. I'm really excited about this show because Loki is one of my like top characters in the MCU. I feel like he's just a really good villain. I feel like so far how his character has been represented. I also did talk about this, and I'm trying to remember what movie it was. But it was when they locked him up, and it was Thor outside. What was it? Black Widow was also speaking to him. Oh, I forget. Anyway, it was during that time where I was like, I was really enjoying Loki's character because his way of being a villain is very like quick to it. We've talked about this before too with Thanos, and the way that things play out, and it's not. He's just like a little trickster, and I love it. And when he does something, he gets to it. You know, it's not, again, we've talked about this with Thanos, and I think that's one of like the characteristics that I love about villains. But I'm also really excited to dive into the show too. Wait a second. Okay, the reason why I stopped recording is because I'm trying to think back, because Loki is dead. So then I'm like, well, this is probably, you know, having to do with him as a character and things that have happened and things like that, which I'm excited about because I feel like I'm always interested in knowing characters, especially just watching WandaVision. I'm like, oh my god, that was awesome, especially because I questioned a lot about her character and her brother. Anyway, I wanted to throw that in there before I started, just because I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, where we're kind of at with Loki. So now let's dive in.
Down to coordinate search and rescue.
On my way down to coordinate search and rescue.
I mean, honestly, how do you keep...
I see.
Hey, whoa. Hand over the case, Stark. Hand it over. Come on.
Stark?
Green.
Good job. Meet me in the alley. I'm gonna grab a quick slice.
Where's Loki?
That's where I forgot.
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose. Never mind. Don't touch that.
Appears to be a standard sequence violation. Branch is growing at a stable rate and slope. Variant identified. I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline. Hands up. You're coming with us.
I'm sorry, who's us?
Last chance, Variant.
Now get out of my way.
You're now moving at 1/16th speed.
Reset the timeline.
What is this place?
My dad is on the board of Goldman Sachs. One little call, and your whole job is privatized.
And sections 4A, 3 and 4, both. Okay, ain't having a day.
Come on.
You're making a terrible mistake.
Log this as evidence.
It's the Tesseract. Be very careful with it. Know this. You cross me, there are deadly consequences.
Hey, hey, hey!
Hold on very still.
Hang on just a minute.
Dude, I'm just
It's
watching.
time to verify this is everything you've ever said. Sign this too.
Oh, this is absurd.
And this.
Please confirm to your knowledge that you are not a fully robotic being. We're born an organic creature and do in fact possess what many cultures would call a soul.
Do a lot of people not know if they're robots?
Thank you for your confirmation. Please move through.
What's that?
Your temporal aura.
What's that?
Please through the door.
Dude. What?
Take it. This is a mistake. I shouldn't be here.
Hey there. You're probably saying, this is a mistake. I shouldn't even be here. Welcome to the Time Variance Authority. I'm Miss Minutes, and it's my job to catch you up before you stand trial for your crimes. Long ago, there was a vast multiversal war. Countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy, nearly resulting in the total destruction of, well, everything. Keepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline, the sacred timeline. The TVA has stepped in to fix your mistake and set time back on its predetermined path. Now that your actions have left you without a place on the timeline, you must stand trial for your offenses. So sit tight and we'll get you in front of a judge in no time.
I was just remembering in Endgame, I believe it was, when Hulk went to go get the time stone and he went to go meet up with the Ancient One, because I just remember like what she was wearing, but she was a timekeeper.
Don't hesitate to let us know how we're doing.
The Hunter and his Minutemen responded to a routine Nexus event. It appears that when they arrived, somebody got the jump on them.
That's the 6th attack in the last week.
That we know of.
Hey, wait, stand down. Stand down.
It's best done.
Boy, that devil's afraid of us. We're gonna take care of him. C'est bleu là. C'est quoi? Devil-bearing gifts. Go ahead and run this for sequence period and any hints of temporal aura.
The branch is nearing red line. We need to go.
Okay.
Set a reset charge.
Sir, there's something you'll want to see.
Next case, please.
Variant L1130, aka Loki Laufeyson, is charged with sequence violation 72089. How do you plead?
Madam, a god doesn't plead. Look, this has been a very enjoyable pantomime, but I'd like to go home now.
Are you guilty or not guilty, sir?
Guilty of a crime against the sacred timeline. Absolutely not, you have the wrong person.
Oh, really? And who should we have?
I suspect the Avengers. You see, I only came into possession of the Tesseract because they traveled through time. You speak of time criminals, it's they you should be after. Perhaps you could provide me with a task force and resources, and I could return and eliminate them for you.
We're not here to talk about the Avengers.
Oh, no?
No. What they did was supposed to happen. You escaping was not.
According to whom?
The Timekeepers.
Oh, the Timekeepers. Right.
How do you plead?
Guilty. Of this.
He's trying to use his powers, ma'am.
Don't rush me.
Magic powers. They're no good in the TVA, Mr. Laufeyson. The court finds you guilty, and I sentence you to be reset. Next case, please.
Reset. What does that mean? Is it bad? What does it mean?
Hey, but you ridiculous bureaucrats will not dictate how my story ends.
It's not your story, Mr. Laufeyson. It never was.
Have an idea of what he's capable of.
Approach the bench.
I'll show you where my desk is. You can start there.
I thought there was no magic here.
There isn't.
I did not expect this to be the beginning of Loki.
I'm Agent Mobius, by the way.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, it's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA.
So you're part of the TVA's courageous and dedicated workforce?
Yes.
You were created by the Timekeepers.
Yep.
To protect the sacred timeline.
Correct.
The idea that your little club decides the fate of trillions of people across all of existence at the behest of 3 space lizards, it's absurd.
I thought you didn't like to talk.
There's only one person you can trust.
Yourself? I like it. Slap it on a t-shirt.
If the TVA truly oversees all of time, how have I never heard of you until now?
Because you've never needed to. You've always lived within your set path.
I live within whatever path I choose.
Sure you do. Okay, come have a seat.
Oh my.
I told you time moves differently in the TVA. Well, let's start with a little cooperation.
Not my forte.
Really? Even when you're wooing someone powerful you intend to betray? Come on.
You don't know anything about me.
Well, maybe I'd like to learn. I specialize in the pursuit of dangerous variants.
Like myself?
No particularly dangerous variants. You're just a little pussycat. I got a set of questions for you. You answer them honestly, and then maybe I can give you something you want. And you want to get out of here, right? Yeah, so we'll start there. Should you return, what are you going to do?
Finish what I started.
Which is?
Claim my throne.
You want to be king?
I don't want to be. I was born to be.
No, but king of what exactly?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
Midgard.
AKA Earth. All right, now you're the king of Midgard, then what? Happily ever after?
Asgard, the 9 realms.
Space?
Space.
Space is big. That'd be a nice feather in your cap. Loki, the king of space.
Mock me if you dare.
No, I'm not. Honestly, I'm actually a fan. Yeah, and I guess I'm wondering, why does someone with so much range just want to rule?
I would have made it easy for them.
People like easy.
The first and most oppressive lie ever uttered was the Song of Freedom.
How's that one go?
For nearly every living thing, choice breeds shame and uncertainty and regret. There's a fork in every road, yet the wrong path always taken.
You said nearly every living thing, so I'm guessing you don't fall into that category.
The Timekeepers have built quite the circus, and I see the clowns are playing their parts to perfection.
Big metaphor guy. I love it. Makes you sound super smart.
I am smart.
This is crazy.
What is this?
A sampling of your greatest hits, if I may.
If it's all the same to you, I'll have that drink now. And I remember, I was there. Anything else?
Funny, for someone born to rule, you sure do lose a lot. Might even say it's in your nature.
You know, things didn't turn out so well for the last person who said that to me.
Oh yeah, Phil Coulson. Didn't the Avengers come together to literally avenge him by defeating you?
Little solace to a dead man.
Do you enjoy hurting people? Making them feel small? Making them feel afraid?
Your games don't frighten me.
Making them feel little?
I know what I am.
A murderer?
A liberator.
Of eyeballs, maybe. Look at that smile. You are enjoying that.
I don't have to play this game. I'm a god.
Of what? Again, mischief, right? Yeah. I don't see anything very mischievous about this.
No, I don't suppose you do.
Let's talk about your escapes. You're really good at doing awful things and then just getting away.
What can I say? I'm a mischievous scamp.
From the flight deck, Captain William A. Scott, Northwest Star Airlines, 305 on schedule for land.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we? Miss.
Yes, Mr. Kipper.
You might want to take a look at that note. I have a bomb. I fail to see how this has any relevance or bearing on...
This is the good part.
See you again someday. Brother, Heimdall.
I can't believe you were D.B. Cooper. Come on.
I was young and I lost a bet to Thor. Where was the TVA when I was meddling with these affairs of men?
Well, we were right there with you, just surfing that sacred timeline.
Oh, so that had the Timekeeper's seal of approval, did it?
Well, I wouldn't think of it in terms of approval and disapproval. That's sort of a, let's get back to escapes. A little psychobabble. What is it that you think that you're really running from?
Enough.
In your cage.
What exactly is it that you want?
I want you to be honest about why you do what you do.
Liar.
I'm serious. All I seek is a deeper understanding of the fearsome god of mischief. What makes Loki tick?
I know what this place is.
What is it?
It's an illusion. It's a cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear. A desperate attempt at control. Now, you all parade about as if you're the divine arbiters of power in the universe.
We are.
You're not. My choices are my own.
Your choice is your own. Good. Let's go with that. I think this one's going to fire you up.
The bright lure of freedom diminishes your life's joy in a mad scramble for power.
Precisely. I am on the verge of acquiring everything I am owed. And when I do, it'll be because I did it. Not because it was supposed to happen, or because you, or the Time Variance Authority, or whatever it is you call yourselves, allowed me to. Honestly, you're pathetic.
You're going to start taking things seriously.
If you hadn't picked up the Tesseract, you would have been taken to a cell on Asgard.
Loki,
Hello, Mother. Have I made you proud?
please don't make this worse.
What is this? This is nonsense. More tricks. It's never even happened.
Not yet. Look, the TVA doesn't just know your whole past. We know your whole life, how it's all meant to be.
This is absurd.
Then am I not your mother?
You're not.
You're always so perceptive about everyone but yourself.
And then the Dark Elves attack the palace, and you think you send them to Thor.
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
But instead, you send them...
I'll never tell.
you have her. Where is she?
You lead them right to her.
I don't believe you. You're lying. It's not true.
It is true. That's the proper flow of time, and it happens again and again and again because it's supposed to, because it has to. The TVA makes sure of it.
Where is she?
Now, why don't you tell me, do you enjoy hurting people?
I don't believe you.
Do you enjoy killing?
I'll kill you.
What, like you did your mother? Sorry, the time twister just loops you, not the furniture. You weren't born to be king, Loki. You were born to cause pain and suffering and death. That's how it is. That's how it was. That's how it will be. All so that others can achieve their best versions of themselves.
This is insane. Oh my god. This is insane. This is crazy. It's not only us getting to know Loki, but Loki getting to know Loki.
What is this place?
And we're all in the same journey together.
What are you doing?
My job. Is it yours to interrupt?
We have a situation.
There's always a situation. It's just getting good, spirited.
Talking to that variant is a mistake.
No, that's your position.
He should
I
be
take
reset.
the opposite. You think everyone should be reset. I'm getting good stuff
We
in there.
just lost another unit.
Okay, Loki, I think we can finish up tomorrow and just pick it up. Mischievous camp.
He took the control.
Wish I could say I was surprised.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't interrupted us.
Me? It's my fault?
Look, he can't have gotten very far.
Split up. Prune on sight.
No, no pruning, no resetting. He can still help us.
Technically, if she hadn't interrupted, they would have still been talking. So.
Hey, I know you. You're that criminal with the blue box.
What's your name?
Casey.
Casey.
Give me the Tesseract or I'll gut you like a fish, Casey.
What's a fish? Okay, I comply. I comply. I comply. Jeez.
That's funny.
What? Infinity stars? How do you have these?
Oh, we actually got a lot of those. Yeah, some of the guys use them as paperweights.
What?
Some of them.
They're fake. I mean, what? Oh, and then he realizes that. Oh, God.
Is this the greatest power in the universe?
That's crazy. That is great.
Split up. Protect the local convoys.
Do not
I thought for a moment that he realized that, you know, exactly what the guy had mentioned about that it's meant to happen over and over and over again. Like it's just, they allow it to happen, basically. You know? So in that case, is this meant to happen over and over again? Like this all just kidding.
I love you, my sons. Home.
I thought we were going to fight side by side forever. You know, maybe you're not so bad after all, brother. If you're here, I might even give you a hug.
I'm here.
You should choose your words more carefully.
You will never be.
What's so funny?
Glorious purpose.
Oh shit, dude, the music is crazy. Oh. Oh shit.
Stop it! Stop it!
And this guy kept saying he was gonna turn me into a fish, whatever that is. And then they show up and just prune my cart, so there was nothing I could have done. You know, that variant you had got away.
Oh my god, probably just like super overwhelmed.
Loki, nowhere left to run.
I can't go back, can I? Back to my timeline. I don't enjoy hurting people. I don't enjoy it. I do it because I have to, because I've had to.
Okay, explain that to me.
Because it's part of the illusion. It's the cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear.
The desperate play for control.
You do know yourself.
A villain.
That's not how I see it. You try to use that?
Oh, several times. Even an infinity stone is useless here. TVA is formidable.
That's been my experience. Listen, I can't offer you salvation, but maybe I can offer you something better.
Understanding. What?
Variants been killing all these men.
And you need the god of mischief to help you stop them.
That's right.
Why me?
The variant we're hunting is you.
I beg your pardon?
That is fucking crazy. Oh, this is gonna be good, ain't it? Oh god. I'm excited.
Time signature is early 3rd millennium. Definitely anachronistic.
Oil. Think some jackass found himself a time machine, came back here to get rich.
Should we fan out and look for him, sir?
Nah. It's not worth the paperwork. Just prune it, let's bail. Set a charge.
Wait! Someone's out there.
Check it out.
Dude, I'm excited. We're on our second episode. I was questioning the Infinity Stones for a second, but I'm like, you know, yeah, they're probably like rounding them up and stuff. Time, man. Time is the most powerful thing there. Oh, this is crazy. So interesting to see though, right? Because Loki is villainized, right? Obviously that's who they're searching for, but in a way, he's also catching himself. So it's like, I don't know. I'm excited, especially because that's always been his character, like very like bouncing back and forth. I feel like you never really know where you stand with him, type of thing, or where he stands. But it's so nice to like finally get to know him.
So. Variant detected, Commander. Let's move. No Nexus energy yet, ma'am. The trap, watch your backs.
I'm like, is there gonna be? Oh god. And where?
Having some fun.
And I a dream of what I need. I need a hero. There till the end of the night. And he's gotta. I need a hero. Oh, so good. Bro, I'm so excited.
What happens when a Nexus event branches past Redline?
It's when the TVA can no longer reset a Nexus event. Okay? Boring.
Right, and that would lead to the destruction of the timeline and the collapse of reality as we know it.
Can you hear me?
My jet ski magazine, put it down. Come on, gear up. There's been an attack. Let's go.
C20 and her team went dark shortly after they jumped into the 1985 branch. All signs point to another ambush. We've grabbed enough temporal aura to know it's our Loki variant. But which kind of Loki remains unknown.
No, the lesser kind, to be clear.
Let me see the back of that jacket.
It's kind of strange because from like the demeanor of the person that's wearing the cape or like the thing, you know, it doesn't seem like him. You know, I was trying to see from like the thumb on the screen.
That's enough.
Lovely.
But I'm like,
Here's
that
the
doesn't.
deal. When we get out on the branch, we're not just looking for a time criminal, we're looking for a Loki, a variation of this guy. A type we should all be very familiar with because the TVA has pruned a lot of these guys, almost more than any other variant. And no two are alike. Slight differences in appearances, or not so slight. Different powers, although powers generally include shape-shifting, illusion, projection, and my
Duplication
favorite,
casting. Illusion projection involves depicting a detailed image from outside oneself which is perceptible in the external world, whereas duplication casting entails recreating an exact facsimile of one's own body in its present circumstance, which acts as a true holographic mirror of its molecular structure.
Take a breath. Noted. We're going to break into two teams, including myself and Professor Loki.
Why?
Because whoever this variant is, we haven't been able to find him. So let's bring in an expert.
Okay, well, I'm glad we had that little class for like 2 seconds.
Well, I'll have my magic back. Is no one concerned about that?
Of what?
Me betraying you.
No.
Why not?
Because you already know that we can catch you, and how's betraying us going to get you any closer to the timekeepers?
An audience with the timekeepers is on the table.
Keep that focus.
Shit.
Why don't we just travel back to before the attack, when the variant first arrives?
Nexus events destabilize the time flow. This branch is still changing and growing, so you got to show up in real time. Did you watch any of the training videos you were supposed to?
As many as I could stand. Your TVA propaganda is exhausting.
And what do these do?
Reset charges prune the affected radius of a branched timeline, allowing time to heal all its wounds. Which, by the way, sounds like a nice way of saying disintegrate everything in its vicinity.
So he's taking hostages now?
The variant's never taken a hostage before.
Maybe he's upping his game.
Or he pruned her.
A Loki couldn't have gotten the jump on C20.
I think you underestimate, actually.
Fan out and search for her. And hurry up, because we're at 3 units until Redline.
Come on.
Wait.
It's cool because it's kind of like detective work, you know, for
If you
him.
leave this tent, you'll end up like them.
What do you see?
I see a scheme, and in that scheme, I see myself. We have a saying in Asgard, where there are wolf's ears, wolf's teeth are near. It means to be aware of your surroundings, which is absurd, because my people are by nature gullible fools, a trait that I, the god of mischief, exploited time and time again, simply by listening. My teeth were sharp, but my ears even sharper.
We're running out of time, Mobius.
Hold it.
You remind me of them. The Time Variance Authority and the gods of Asgard, one and the same. Drunk with power, blinded to the truth. Those you underestimate will devour you. You underestimate me, just as you underestimate this lesser Loki, which is why you walk into one wolf's mouth after another.
2 units. He is wasting our time.
Okay, come on, Loki. Make a long story short.
We need to look for C20.
But that's exactly what the variant wants you to do, to trap. He's waiting for you outside this tent.
Should I secure the reset charges?
No, he wants me. I'm the key to his plan. He knows that I'm stronger than him.
Almost 1 unit.
And he rightly believes that together we can overthrow and rule the TVA. But that's not what I want. I have a new purpose. I'm a servant of the sacred timeline, and knowing what I now know about his tactics, I can deliver you the variant. But I need assurances.
Yeah?
Assurances that I won't be completely disintegrated the moment the job has been done.
Right.
And we'll need to speak to the timekeepers at once. They're in graver danger than we realized.
He's lying. Just playing games. There's no one out there.
Reset the timeline.
Is it just me, or does this office keep getting better and better? And why do you get to keep all the trophies from my cases in here? You don't think I'd love having that roller skate there sprucing up my cubicle?
Because I approve the missions. Speaking of which, let's talk about the one you just botched. You might need this for our discussion.
I hope it's a double.
This variant is insubordinate, stubborn, unpredictable.
Listen, Ravonna, I'm sorry. I realize that my, methods with this Loki are controversial, but
Towing a dangerous variant into the field is controversial.
yeah, it didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to today, but here's what we did find out. The variant likes to stall for time, and eventually we'll catch the other one doing the same thing, because understanding this Loki helps me get closer to the one we're chasing, right?
Loki is an evil, lying scourge. That is the part he plays on the sacred timeline.
Maybe he wants to mix it up. Sometimes you get tired of playing the same part. Is that possible? You can change?
Not unless the timekeepers decree it. And then it shall be so. The timekeepers are monitoring every aspect of this case. I've never seen them so involved. They want that variant caught.
So do I.
And this is the last chance you're gonna get with this Loki.
Great, that's all I'm gonna need. Thank you, our Slayer.
You really believe in this variant?
Luckily, he believes in himself enough for the both of us. And hey, if it doesn't work, I'll delete him myself.
That was your first lesson in catching a Loki. Expect the expected. You see, half the fun of being a trickster is knowing everyone knows you're a trickster, and then many of your tricks can come from exploiting the fact that you know that they know that you know.
Okay, just shut up, please. I mean, what happened to the guy I met on the elevator who didn't like to talk? Remember him? Now I'm stuck with this guy who won't stop yakking away about what makes a Loki tick. You're here to help me catch the superior version of yourself. That's it. I believed, stupidly, that insecure need for validation would motivate you.
Yeah.
Not because you care about the TVA mission or being a hero, but because you know this variant is better than you, and you can't take it.
I mean, it is adorable that you think you could possibly manipulate me. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I've been playing a game of my own all along.
What, charm your way in front of the timekeepers, hustle them, and seize control of the TVA? Am I getting warm? A double cross by history's most reliable liar.
Okay, why are you in there sticking your neck out for me?
I'll give you two options, and you can believe whichever one you want. A, because I see a scared little boy shivering in the cold, and you kind of feel bad for that ice runt. Or B, I just want to catch this guy, and I'll tell you whatever I need to tell you.
I really love the dynamic between the both of them.
No, this is the final step, your last chance.
Oh, and what does my desperate last chance require?
Work.
Work?
I need you to go over each and every one of the variance case files and then give me your, how do I put
I'm
it?
writing notes down.
Unique Loki perspective. And who knows, maybe there's something that we missed.
Well, you're idiots. I suspect you probably missed a lot.
Well, that's why I'm lucky I got you for a little bit longer. Let me park you at this desk, and don't be afraid to really lean into this work. Here's a good trick for you. Pretend your life depends on it.
Hi. Hello?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm on some important TVA business. I'd like all files pertaining to the creation of the TVA, please.
Those are classified.
Okay, I'd like all files pertaining to the beginning of time, then.
Those are classified.
Okay, the end of time.
Those are classified.
Okay, what files can I have?
Happy reading.
Dude, the music, oh my god. I don't know, I really love the music that they put in here.
Something.
You want
No, it said don't bother me until you've read all the files.
I have.
Every file.
Yes.
Pertaining to the variant.
The answer isn't in the files, it's on the timeline. He's hiding in apocalypses.
Which apocalypse? Any time in history, there's like a million of them.
Ragnarok. Are you familiar?
Yes, the destruction of Asgard and most of its people. I'm sorry.
Nexus events happen when someone does something they're not supposed to do, right?
Well, it's a little more complicated, but yeah.
Great. And then that thing they're not supposed to do cascades into a whole range of other things that aren't supposed to happen, and so on and so forth, until eventually a new timeline branches. Yes?
Chaotic alterations of a predetermined outcome.
Exactly. So, let's just say
what are you doing?
Your salad is Asgard.
No,
in this scenario.
it's not Asgard. That's
it's
my
a metaphor.
lunch.
Just hang in there.
I want
And
that salad.
I can go down to Asgard before Ragnarok causes its complete destruction, and I could do anything I wanted. I could push the Hulk off the Rainbow Bridge. I can do whatever I want to do, and it would never matter. It wouldn't go against the dictates of the timeline because the apocalypse is coming. Ragnarok. Surtur will destroy Asgard no matter what I do.
No, don't do...
Obliterates the salt. It doesn't matter. It could be any apocalypse. It could be a tidal wave, it could be a meteor, it could be a volcano, a supernova. If everything and everyone around you is destined for imminent destruction, then nothing that I say or do will matter, because the timeline's not going to branch, because it gets destroyed. Hence, the variant could be hiding in the apocalypse and do whatever he wants, and we wouldn't know.
Not bad.
Take me to a real apocalypse. Take me to Ragnarok, I'll show you.
Oh, yeah, so you can run away back to your homeland? No.
No, it's not about going home. We could go anywhere.
I'm not taking you for a stroll along the promenade, much less an apocalypse.
Oh, Mobius, come on. I'd never stab anyone in the back. That's such a boring form of betrayal.
Okay, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back.
You don't trust me, you can trust one thing. I love to be right.
Any minute now.
Until this entire town is wiped off the face of its planet. Imagine all that volcanic ash.
Now listen, I'm gonna watch the temp pad for any variance energy.
Okay.
Yeah, because we gotta be careful. If you're wrong, and there's a good chance you are, anything we do can create a huge branch.
Oh, Mobius, you make even the end of the world sound boring.
Listen, okay, we're not meant to be here, okay?
Okay.
Anything we do can impact the course of history. You get that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna start with very small disturbances.
Very small.
Can you make bird noises?
Bird noises?
Yeah, bird noises, like some whooshing noises. Loki! Loki!
Go! Be free, my horn friends, be free! Mihi Norman est Loki. We are from the future, right? What is the TVA? I mean, it's from the future. It sounds from the future. It's pretty futury. Right on cue! Nothing has any consequence. Dance while you still can.
Zero variance energy, no branching in the timeline.
The TVA would never even know we were here. If it were me, this is where I would hide.
The variant's been ambushing our soldiers and hiding out in doomsdays to cover his tracks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but in order for this theory to hold, the disasters have to be naturally occurring, sudden, no warning, no survivors.
How many of those disasters could there possibly be?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Hey.
It's crazy how complicated it all is. It's like complex, dude. But it sounds so like I would like to work there, just
By the way,
like do all that. I know I'm not the only one.
yes.
In the early 1980s, for a brief, shining moment, there was a beautiful union of form and function, which we call the jet ski.
You ever been on one?
No.
So why read about them?
It helps remind me of what we're fighting for.
I mean, you really believe in all this stuff, don't you?
I don't get hung up on believe, not believe. I just accept what is.
3 magic lizards.
Timekeepers.
Created the TVA, and everyone in it,
right,
including you.
Including me.
You see, every time I start to admire your intelligence, you say something like that.
Hey, who created you, Loki?
A frost giant of Jotunheim.
And who raised you?
Odin of Asgard.
Odin, god of the heavens, Asgard, mystical realm beyond the stars, frost giants. Listen to
It's not the
yourself.
same. It's completely different. It's not the same.
Actually, it's exactly the same thing, because if you think too hard about where any of us came from, who we truly are, it sounds kind of ridiculous. Existence is chaos. Nothing makes any sense, so we try to make some sense of it.
Fair enough. You believe it's real.
Yeah.
You and I, here at the TVA, we're the only ones who are actually free.
Where are you going with this, Loki?
How does it all end?
That's a work in progress.
Oh, those lazy timekeepers, what are they waiting for?
Au contraire. No, because while we protect what came before, they're toiling away in their chamber, untangling the epilogue from its infinite branches.
I see. So, when they're finished, what happens then?
So are we. No more Nexus events, just order, and we meet in peace at the end of time.
Only order. No chaos? It sounds boring.
I'm sure it does to you.
You know, you called me a scared little boy.
I called you a lot of things.
You did. You see, I know something children don't.
What's that?
That no one bad is ever truly bad, and no one good is ever truly good.
Scared little boy.
Yes, it was quite patronizing. I thought it was a bit too far, actually.
You're very clever. The variant left something behind at an old crime scene. A cathedral, candy box. Obvious anachronism. I gave it to analysis, but they couldn't find anything real.
Why does that matter?
Because now we have two variables. Apocalyptic natural disasters and kablooey.
What's that?
Candy. Do you have candy on Asgard?
Yeah, grapes, nuts.
No wonder you're so bitter. Kablooey was only sold regionally on Earth from 2047 to 2051. All you gotta do is cross-reference that with every apocalyptic event. I'm gonna give you half, and let's make it a competition. See who finds it,
Sure.
okay? What, you wanna bet something?
Yeah.
Gentleman's bet? Yeah, let's play for pride.
It's not the climate disaster of 2048, or the tsunami of 2051.
Let's go.
2050, the extinction of the swallow. Is that a thing?
Completely screwed up the ecosystem.
Krakatoa erupted in 2049 as well. No kablooey.
God, it's just one damn thing after another, isn't it? Cyclone, famines, volcanoes, flood.
That's where he is.
Alabama 2050.
You want me to approve deployment of a fully armed task force to
Yeah.
the variant's potential hiding spot?
Haven Hills, Alabama, corporate town owned by Roxxcart until it's wiped out by a hurricane. All the food and supplies you need. If he likes it there, there's no reason he can't keep going back and just camping out over and over.
And this is all based on a theory from the variant who just blew your previous mission.
Yeah, he's doing great. I can handle him. Trust me, this is where we get our guy.
You, I trust, but him?
Listen, Ravonna, every instinct is telling me this is where we nail the variant.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
But Mobius,
Yeah.
there's not much I can do if it doesn't work out.
We're on.
Gather round for a briefing. Remember, this is a Class 10 apocalypse. While the variant shouldn't know we're coming, he could be hiding anywhere and should be considered hostile. He's planning something. We just don't know what. So keep an eye out for the missing charges. And if you see a Loki, prune it.
Using magic to dry my clothes. I'm going to announce myself with every squeaky footstep like the rest of you.
He's awesome. I'm so excited.
Hey, Loki and I are gonna check out the greenhouse. We'll meet back at the showroom.
You go with D90, he stays with me.
What are you talking? He's under my supervision.
This is my field, Op Mobius. If he's not a threat, then it won't be a problem.
Of course he's a threat. Do you not remember the Time Theater? That's why I want him with me.
You are more than welcome to go back to the TVA and litigate with Renslayer, but right
We're
now...
here. We're not going back. The variant is
Mobius,
here.
it's fine. It's fine. You can trust me.
Okay, try to hang on to your time collar this time.
We'll see you in the showroom.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Ay, Dios santo mío. He saw everything. Oh, shit. I'm just thinking, you know?
I, for one, I'm glad we're getting to spend this time together. I'm merely saying I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Hey,
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's okay. It's okay.
what are you doing?
Shopping for plants.
Could that be you?
I mean, I probably would have worn a suit, but yes, maybe.
Okay, so, okay. Because when they were...
Is he dead?
When they were explaining that, I was...
They usually survive. You're the fool the TVA brought in to hunt me down. If anyone's anyone, you're me.
How nice to meet you.
Check the bags for the reset charges.
You got FEMA? National Guard?
Could be any one of them.
Well, hey, if you got a copter or other transport, now's the time to use it.
I didn't even finish what I was saying. I'm sorry. When they had explained it earlier about
Well, how the heck did you get
how
here?
he can work and what he can look like, I was, and the reason why I also talked about his demeanor and all of those things because I was confused. I was like, does he look exactly with the same face, or he can just, you know?
Just take it easy.
What is it?
Enchantment is a clever trick. Cowardly. A bit amateurish, but clever.
Almost as cowardly as working for the TVA.
I'm working for me.
Oh, you really believe that, don't you?
Yep.
And here I was, worried that they'd found a better version of me.
Hi, are you guys looking for the disaster shelter?
No.
Are you going to call your little friends for help?
It's just
What's the matter?
the opposition. Sorry, I can never say that fucking word. The opposition in that, in their character is.
You know, gaining their confidence was no mean feat.
Is so crazy.
Oh my god. You went undercover.
If you could possibly sheathe your smarm for a moment, I have an offer for you. That's why I found you.
Go on.
I'm going to overthrow the timekeepers. I could use a qualified lieutenant.
And I assume you mean me.
What say you?
Trick the trickster, dude. That's
Loki.
all nice.
Don't call me that. You can call me Randy.
God, now I understand why Thor found this so annoying. Listen, enough with your games.
So funny.
Oh gosh, that was just so nice of you. The answer is no. I'm not interested in ruling the Time Variance Authority.
It's real. It's real. I want to go home.
I'm gonna get you there. Just call the TVA. Let the infirmary know we're
No,
gonna bring
no, no. I gave it away. I gave it away.
What did you give away?
The timekeepers, where they are. I gave it away, how to find them.
We have lots to talk about. We have lots to talk about.
I see. That's your plan. Lure us all here so you can blow the place up.
Thank you for helping me stall for time. You really do love to hear yourself talk.
You're not the first person to tell me.
What?
Stop hiding!
Any order can fight me as yourself. I have shit to do. Enough!
Mobius.
Where is he?
I lost him.
What happened? Looks like your favorite Loki betrayed you, Mobius. Just move!
What do you want from me? What is this about?
Brace yourself, Loki.
See the. It's like a woman, like a.
What is this about?
This isn't about you.
Right.
Where are they going?
It's not possible.
Oh my god.
This is Analyst 1182E, reporting a code 000. Branch is rapidly forming at a slope of...
Somebody just bombed the sacred timeline.
I'm at a loss for words, dude. That was crazy. I have to watch 2 episodes at a time. Holy shit. Dude, I wanna keep watching it. I feel like at a loss for words. I wrote some things down. I'm just gonna go into saying like the whole Loki thing. I don't know if Loki's being deceptive to Loki, and then it kind of like complicates itself because obviously at the end of this we see that he follows, and to the TVA, he's basically betrayed them. Like he did not what they thought he would do, but you know, like he basically caused this entire thing just by helping. I'm sure they're just gonna like kind of blame it on him, I feel. But in a way, it's hard for me because I feel like this happens a lot with Loki, especially in the other movies, where I'm just like, no, like he's being deceptive to Loki and he's actually doing good, like, you know, whatever. And he follows Loki, the woman, to do what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? And he's not betraying the TVA. It's just crazy. The way he works is awesome, and it's so crazy. But I think he followed her because I feel like this needs to be fixed. And this might be the only way. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking with that. I also wanted to talk about the dynamic between both of them. I wanted to talk about the dynamic between Loki and Mobius because I think they did a really good job with obviously Loki being like the trickster, you know, but I also really liked how Mobius wasn't all too serious, I guess you could say, but in a way. And you can't really tell what his, I guess you could say, like, motive, because obviously he did choose Loki for this because they're trying to find Loki. And in another form, when the girl, I forgot her name, but she was telling Mobius, like, I know you like a thing for broken things. So there obviously is that part of him. I believe that there is a part of him, obviously, that sees Loki and says, you know, there's a broken part of you, and we can also figure that out while we're trying to look for this variant or whatever. So, and specifically why the whole dynamic thing, especially when Mobius had told him, well, I'm going to give you 2 options and you can believe what you want. And it was like, I see the scared little boy, and then he says, or I'm saying anything for you to like follow or like to, you know. So I find that really cool because I feel like Loki is kind of like that as well, where you never really know where you're kind of stepping. Obviously, it's in a more complicated situation. It's just more complex with Loki, but it feels the same way because I can never tell if Loki's being deceptive on purpose or if he's just being deceptive in order to achieve what he wants, or you just can't tell where he's standing, basically. And I don't know. There's just something really cool about that because I've been wrong about him and I've been right about him. So it's like you never really know where you're at. I don't know if it's because I don't have all of the facts yet or all of the the backgrounds and things, or maybe like I'll just be laying at bed tonight and I'm gonna be like, oh, this is why. I make sense. But I did write this down. In the store, we have the Loki, the girl. She's looking at the cameras in the store as if knowing that they were going to be there. I'm questioning, what was her name? Hunter C20, the girl that was, you know, captured. Now I'm assuming, thinking while I'm talking, that she had told Loki, the girl, that she's been leaving clues behind, so they're probably going to know where she's at. I'm assuming that that's how Loki knew that they were coming to get her and be in that same, you know, place that they were in, because she was looking at the cameras from the store. So obviously she knew, or she just kept on checking because at some point that was to happen with the clues that C20 left behind. That's what I'm thinking. But I did write that down because I was like, how did she know that they would be there? Because it was all, once I saw that she was looking at the cameras in the store, I was like, no, she knew that they were going to come, just, you know. And also she didn't know that Loki was the one helping them. That's why I also got confused, because she's like, oh, so they sent you to come looking for me. So, but the assumption that I made feels like it kind of makes sense. So I think it should be fine with that. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, or I'll find out later. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't tell, which is normally what happens with Loki. I can't tell if he's being deceptive on basically like overruling the timekeepers, but at the same time, he is searching for answers when it comes to the beginning, the end, where they're at, where they're located, things like that. Not only that, but the other Loki, the girl, she's also doing the same thing. Obviously, she's trying to find the timekeepers as well. So maybe that's why she's not so interested in Loki trying to like overpower or overrule the timekeepers, because at this point it doesn't really matter. She has all the information she needs anyway, so why would she need that Loki to help her in any form, you know? So it's just very complicated, because I do feel in a way that Loki would care about, you know, the whole deception of the TVA, at the same time overpowering or overruling the timekeepers, especially when they were him and Mobius were talking about, well, what's the beginning and what's the end, and well, what happens when this happens, and blah blah. And then I don't know, that conversation was really, for me, it was really cool to like listen into, because I feel like in that topic specifically nowadays, to talk about just in general how life was formed, and either the science or God, or, you know, the different belief systems that people have when it comes to, well, how did we start? How did we begin? Do we actually have, do we actually have a purpose in life, or do we make purpose of it? Do we make sense of what we have? Is that like our natural human, you know, like all of those things. And I really love that they talked about it, because even being in that kind of, you know, Marvel in general, and I love that that was a conversation, because it's so like realistic as well from, you know. And also pertaining to that, I did write on my notes, I put destiny, because there was something specific about it that they were having when they were having that conversation. I kind of lingered on it, and the whole thing about Loki, when he was talking about, well, technically, if this is how it works, then logically or factually speaking, there is no such thing as free will. So then you start to kind of think about it, because the TVA or the timekeepers are, you know, their whole purpose is to make sure everything is set and like they allow what's supposed to be happening, type of thing, you know. So technically there is no free will, because destiny is destined, like that is meant to happen. So then you just kind of start you start like, I don't know, I feel like you just start like ball rolling or snowball, whatever. But I did write that down, because I thought that was a really cool concept that they were like speaking of, because I feel like it's really correlated to everything I feel nowadays too, just in general, to speak about it. I just thought that was a cool conversation, but I forgot why specifically I put down destiny. I think it's because of the whole Loki thing, and what Mobius had said in the beginning about him, and saying like you were only meant to be here to bring pain and sorrow, basic something like that. Like pain, it would not write the words, not the specific words, but like you were meant to, oh God, I need to slow down. You were meant to bring pain and sorrow so that others are able to achieve a higher version of themselves. It's just like, I just think it's crazy to me, because Loki is the one that usually kind of steers off of doing things, and the most that kind of, I guess you could say, like chooses to use his free will, whether it's good or bad. So yeah, I wanted to write down that destiny thing. I also just from watching these 2 episodes, I feel like this is gonna get hectic, or maybe just like my brain is kind of rolling and kind of just jumping everywhere when it comes to just watching these 2 episodes, because even in the point of the I think it was the 2nd episode where you saw the Infinity Stones. We saw the Infinity Stones, and I was like, those have to be fake. Like, what the, you know? But it makes sense afterwards, you know, with the whole TVA and stuff. Because then you start to wonder, going back to what I was saying in this episode, where he was kind of looking and he says, is this the most powerful something in the universe? He says something like that, and he's just like staring off. You know, just seeing that, I just feel like this is gonna get it's just gonna get crazy. I feel like Marvel always comes into surprises, and seeing like the power and the way to go about things is insane. Coming as I don't know. I'm just excited, and I don't want to like overcomplicate my mind either into thinking of all of this, but I am really excited. But I did think of that in that scene when he did say that. I was like, this has got to be a whole new something. What is gonna come from this? So I'm really excited. Anyway, loved starting Loki. I'm so excited. I don't want to say anything else. I'm just excited. If you have any questions for me, please make sure to comment it below. Or if you think I missed something, I'm trying to see if I had any other questions while I was watching it, but I think everything kind of also became clear as I kept watching it, so that's okay. Besides the other questions that I had. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next one. Please make sure to rest, make sure to eat, and make sure to stay hydrated.